"21st Century Central Asia. The fabled lands of emperors and conquerors have now been transformed into developing countries. Formerly a part of the Soviet Union, nations in Central Asia are taking a new shape. On the one hand, the disintegration of the USSR has ushered an era of economic liberalization. On the other hand, jobs are lost, there is an increasing gap between the rich and the poor, and people struggle to get acquainted to a new world order. Lives have changed. Engineers, military officers, and civil servants from the Soviet era are now traders in many of the massive markets of Central Asia that are flooded with goods from neighboring China. This moment of change in Central Asia is also witnessing unprecedented movement of people, from poorer areas to more prosperous ones. Movement can be seasonal as well as permanent. People migrate from former farming collectives, villages, and poorer parts to the hub of economic activity, the urban areas. Mobility in Central Asia has always been a matter of scale down the centuries. There is something different in this particular epoch. Migration is a word that everyone in many parts of the region is familiar with. At this very interesting juncture of economic and social change in the region, the National Center for Competence in Research, North-South, and PANOS South Asia embarked on a journey to map migration patterns in Central Asia. We contacted people in the Dordoy and Osh markets in Bishkek. And traced their families back in their villages. From these villages, we traced more migrants back to Bishkek and Almaty, thereby completing a full circle. These interactions evoked stories and narratives of many lives. This documentary is an effort to showcase some of these stories of how change after the disintegration of the Soviet Union has influenced lives. Sayakova Apal lives in Ilaitala, in the south of Kyrgyzstan. She was born in Ilaitala and never had to migrate. But her daughter Asel shares a rented house in Bishkek, hundreds of miles from home. Like many of her friends, she moved from home to start trading in clothing and accessories. Her shop in Osh Bazaar supports her parents and finances her studies.
Bu uydu onda oradan derste erişti şu kızlar tuttu.
Senin bakkam olmamızda yemiştik öyleydi. Çoğunda alıp ketişetti mektepke. Oşak okutas diye atacak. Onun andan keyinkilerin balasını bakıp kalam da kayra.
Elaitala has many such stories.
Азыр у нас бардыгын иш табыра албайсыңдар, туурабы? Мына билебиз да, Кыргызстанда иш жок азыр. Мынердеги кармасак, аларга иш жок. Кетип атышат.
Эми мунун кетип аткан негизги эле себеби айылда жумуш аз да жок. Жумуш бар, бирок айлык мындай эмгек акы жок да баштап. Муну иштесе болот, жерлерди иштесе болот. Бирок жерди иштете турган баягы неме техника жетишсиз, агротехника жетишсиз. Ана мал менен аракет бар, мал бар. Ошон үчүн сыртка кетип иштеп атат чынында. Сыртка кетип иштеп, кээ бири барып жакшы иштеп келип иштеп атат. Кээ бири такыр иштей албай калат. Иштей албай келгени бар, келбей калган балдар да бар.
Это, конечно, привело вообще безаналоговой уязвимости, незащищенности трудовых мигрантов за рубежом. Тяжелые условия, это можно посчитать и незаконный вывоз, это и самое элементарное рабство.
Despite these obvious hardships and imbalances, younger people manage to feed their homes and economy of their country. But along the way, they also begin to appreciate the advantages of urban life and become pragmatic. They see their futures in Kyrgyzstan, but not necessarily in the rural homes of their parents. The older generation is still uneasy about long-term separation from their children. Some hold on to a hope that their children will return. Others are resigned to the fact that the youth may not leave the urban areas.